Top 8 Most Simple Yoga Asanas That Can Prevent Hair Loss. Here at Total Truth, we've prepared some useful tips on how to do these asanas the proper way. Give it a try. Number 1. Downward-facing dog pose. Start on all fours on your mat with your hands hip-width apart. Tuck your toes and lift your hips, sending all the weight to the legs. Try to flatten your heels on the mat and make sure your body forms an upside-down V. Hold the asana for 1 to 3 minutes. To release the pose, slowly untuck your toes and go back to your knees. Number 2. Knees to chest pose. Start this pose lying on your back on the mat. Bend your knees and bring your legs up to your chest. Hug your shins in a comfortable grip. As you exhale, bring your knees closer to your chest. As you inhale, release the grip. Then fix the grip and hold the pose for about 12 breaths. Breathe naturally. To release the pose, slowly straighten your legs. Number 3. Camel pose. Camel pose is one of the poses that improves blood circulation in your scalp, thus preventing hair loss. Kneel down on your mat with your hips wide apart and over your knees. Put your hands at the base of your spine. Push your hips forward with your shoulder blades pressed toward each other. Bend backward and put your hands on your ankles. Hold the asana for 5 breaths. To release the pose, inhale and return to the initial position on your knees. Number 4. Seated forward bend pose. This is another yoga asana that improves the oxygen supply to the hair bulbs. Sit on your mat with your legs straight and together. Straighten your back and stretch your hands upward with an inhale. Exhale and bend forward to your hips. Flex your feet and hold your toes, feet or ankles. Hold this asana for 5 to 20 breaths. To release the pose, exhale and sit up straight. Number 5. Shoulder stand. Start the shoulder stand lying on your back on the mat. With an inhale, bring your legs up so that your toes point at the ceiling. Use your shoulders and the back of your neck to support your body. Make sure your spine and legs form a straight line. Hold the pose for 30 seconds to 1 minute. To release the pose, slowly bend your knees and bring your legs down. Number 6. Big toe pose. This is another inverted pose that sends blood to your scalp and offers a good full body stretch. Stand on the mat with your feet shoulder width apart. Keep your legs and back straight. Slowly bend forward and try to make your forehead and knees touch. Try to grab your toes. If you can't reach your toes, put your palms on the mat at the sides of your feet. Hold the asana for 1 minute. To release the pose, slowly come back to the initial position. Number 7. Corpse pose. Corpse pose is the very last pose of every yoga class as it's aimed to bring complete relaxation. Start lying on your back on the mat. Keep your feet hip-width apart and your arms at the sides of your body, palms upward. Relax your body. Breathe naturally and try to ignore the stream of thoughts running through your head. Hold the asana for 5 to 15 minutes. To release the pose, put your knees toward your chest and roll onto your side, putting your arms under the head. Keep this pose for a few breaths. Use your hands to lift yourself up to a sitting position. Number 8. Diamond pose. To start the diamond pose, sit on your heels on the mat with your toes flat. Put your hands on your hips. You can keep your palms upward or downward. Keep your back straight and breathe naturally. Hold the pose for 30 seconds to 2 minutes. Would you like to try any of these asanas? Have you tried them already? Share your thoughts and observations in the comments.